Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Just want to give you an update about where we are in terms of a technical analysis, what the price is doing now, where are key support and resistance levels, and where's the price heading really. So Polygon MATIC showed you a few times that we have been here in this channel. The channel has lately here been confirmed as we hit here the latest high at around $3, which was here at around Christmas time. We then came down to the support level again, and since then been moving up a little bit here, not massively, not even halfway through the channel, but we are on our way potentially here. So this clearly also shows you what buying the dip can mean. I mean, I'm not telling you to buy the dip here when we hit the support line, but this is certainly a possibility that many traders will have done to buy here at these levels here, for example, down here. Obviously, when it starts to hit a channel the first time, it's very hard to really identify and see a channel, especially the first couple of times. But when it hit the third time, this is also when I gave you my first target area here for MATIC. This was also when I think we had the first buy order. No, I think this was not when the first buy order triggered. That was here. At that time, I didn't talk about buy and sell orders on my Discord channel. But yeah, there was a dip here, a pullback to an ascending trend line, you know, to a support level of a channel. We had the same thing here. It's again where I gave you my target area, and here as well, where we hit exactly the support here of that channel. And these can be levels where, you know, many traders will have bought in, and you know, it is one viable strategy to buy a pullback to a trend line. And then of course, with depending on the strategy, some people will set stop losses, other people won't. You know, that is certainly something to keep in mind. And I've been saying that a few times, that oftentimes in an uptrend, especially a pullback to a trend line can be a very, very interesting possibility to get into a position, to get into a trade. Some people trade moving averages, and again here a pullback to that 200-day moving average here, that yellow line, would have been also interesting. But it has not reacted to the 200-day moving average since then. It did more react here to this ascending trend line. You know, it didn't even pay much attention to the 50 and 20-day moving averages, which are coming along here. It's more just that ascending trend line, which is very interesting. So that is certainly the message here, that we are still sort of in this uptrend at the moment, you know, within this channel. And certainly it means, you know, we are definitely here in a short-term uptrend. Overall though, what you can see that we are still below the all-time high, which makes it difficult to well, we made a small all-time high here end of December, but it was really just a little bit higher than the previous one, so not really a confirmation that we have here moved above the all-time high. Well, we have moved above the previous all-time high, but you wouldn't really call it a confirmation that we are back in a new bull run. What this still could be is a correction, and we always have to be prepared. You know, we have to understand that this is definitely a possibility, not saying that it is the most likely one necessarily. I do think though that we are coming down once more lower, but this doesn't mean I have to be right. And as a responsible, well, investor or trader, you have to understand that even if a scenario is very likely, it could still turn out the other way. And that is why preparation is everything. And if that really is a correction still, this would be the wave B. And then purely by applying the Elliott Wave rules with the wave C, you would have to come down here below 55 cents. Now, is that necessarily that kind of a correction that we see here? To be honest, coming down to a 55 cent is really, really a significant drop. Compared to other cryptos, it would be more than what other cryptos would need to correct. But we could see also here some sort of a different correction where we just break below the channel, maybe here break the previous low here of that wave 2 and come back to 145 or something. That is certainly a very, very important support level, and certainly one to keep in mind, that if we really break that channel, which is an ascending channel, so I can't really give you a horizontal level here that we need to break to invalidate it or anything. No, but if you put that channel on your chart, I mean, at the moment that level is roughly here at around $2. Yeah, a little bit lower than $2. Well, no, it's pretty much $2. So if we break the $2 level, I think we can be very, very confident that we first of all will go to the 200-day moving average sitting at 155, and then here to that 145 level. If you lose that 145 level, you're going to see the dollar, and if you're losing the dollar, I think you're going to see the 55 cents. These are the key support levels here on the chart. Yeah. But as long as we stay in that channel, I think we have a good chance that we could push higher here, that we move within that channel, yeah. it is good. It is a potentially interesting way to do some trading here, buying and selling. Yeah, so you've got here down there always the pullbacks, and you can identify the resistances here. Overall, in terms of an Elliott wave point of view, I mean that I just showed you that ABC correction possibility. It is one to be prepared for, but it would not really go live until we move below 145. If we move below 145, it would become much more likely. As long as we stay above 145, we could still theoretically be in this uptrend where you had started here end of July. You started with a wave 1, came down with a wave 2. You're basically now in your wave 3, but within that wave 3, you've got various 1-2s. You've got a 1-2 here. You've got another 1-2 here, where you always would need to start a new wave count. You've got another 1-2 here, where essentially you will then have a massively extended wave 3, which means that if we move to a new all-time high here and break the previous all-time high, plus maybe another few percent, then and you break that and confirm that, then you could really push to much higher prices. That is why I communicated my buy orders on Discord, which were sitting in this target range down here. I think we perfectly hit the low with them. And yeah, since then, there was a bit of profit taking going on there. But overall, I'm waiting for higher prices here. The chance is definitely high. Everybody who wants to set a stop loss could do so. And again, you normally set a stop loss below a certain technical target. One way of doing it would be, for example, to set it below this channel here, below one of the swing lows of that channel. Yeah, that is certainly an interesting way of doing it, and many people would have done that. Now, most imminently, what is the chart actually doing? We can take a look here, go to the 4-hour chart and actually take a look at it. After we pulled back to that ascending channel and that support line, we've moved up, broke above the 50-day moving average, but we found resistance at the 20-day moving average. Now, the good sign is that we did retest successfully the 50-day moving average, which in my view is the more relevant one, the more important one, and we're currently moving higher, but we have difficulties to break above the 20-day moving average. So essentially what you get here might be like a mini bull flag here, and we can see that after that move up here, you can see it's only one touch point there, unfortunately, at the moment, but you can certainly see that you do something here like a potential channel within which you might be trading here up and down a little bit before you do the breakout to the upside. Certainly a possibility, in my view, would need to break here this level, break out of this descending channel within which we are in, this small one, this potential bull flag, and this could happen fairly soon, because what you have here, you have a small resistance line here, that previous high at 230. You can see that here, that's a high. You had resistance here, and we are currently coming down to that resistance as support line. If we retest that, go up, that could push us above the 20-day moving average, and then you're getting into that area here again, where you've got 270 being the next resistance, and then you could go all the way up to the top of the channel around $3. That is certainly a possibility. Another pullback to the trend line could be used. I'm not telling you to do it, but I know a lot of traders would use it to buy back in potentially here, go into a long position, but possibly setting a stop loss lower. But not everybody's doing that. Some people just say, right, if the price drops, I'm just going to hold on to it long term, no matter how low it goes, because it will go up eventually. That's the view of many people, including myself. I'm not necessarily doing a stop loss here if I plan to hold something long anyway, because I would put it on my hardware wallet anyway. But that is pretty much where we are here in terms of the Elliott waves and currently what the chart is doing. Looking at the indicators on the daily, we can see here, and that is nice to see, that on the RSI we are here in the bullish range. But more importantly, I think the MACD, you can see that we are about to see a bullish crossover here, indicating that we are losing selling pressure and gaining here momentum to the upside. So that could be a potential buy signal that is coming here, and that could lead us to the next push to the upside. That could push us to the top of the resistance of that channel. Of course, major move will be if we manage to break that channel to the upside. Certainly helpful to have the channel on the chart, very helpful, I think, and certainly very important point to mention here. Now, if we really break here to the new all-time high, and if that wave 3 that I mentioned is going to play out, I think we can certainly see here levels of certainly the 1.618 fib level, that would be at 441. But I think if we break above that channel, the first level would definitely be here, the 350, I would say. That is key resistance. That's a 1.272 extension. But after that, what you get, I think, with it being such an extended wave, I showed you the 1-2 setups. I think we can certainly reach here the 2.618, which is at $7, and maybe even the 950 level at the 3.618 fib extension. But I think, yeah, these are certainly the key levels in price discovery that we would see if it really breaks that level, which we have to just be a bit patient to see if it's actually going to happen. But these are key levels in price discovery. All right, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.